Hey, everybody, spiritual whistleblower here, live from the Chi-Town, Chicago. And I have a very special interview that I'm about to do right now. And I'm going to tell y'all, there's a lot of people reaching out to me because people are waking up to this type of abuse. It's very covert. Y'all know how narcissists get down. They play dirty. They will gather a bunch of people. They'll turn your family and friends against you. But the beauty of this community is that we are all coming together collectively. We all know what bullshit is. We all have survived this type of abuse. It will not be tolerated in this community. And I've created this safe space for all types of people. I don't care how much money, I don't care how broke you are, I don't care how rich you are, but this is a safe space for people to come forward when they don't feel like they've been heard, validated, appreciated. We all, including myself, know what that feels like, and it's a horrible feeling. So I have a very special guest here with me today that wants to tell her story. Now, to make sure that they don't tamper with this video, I'm going to say alleged. Everything in the video is alleged, so y'all leave my fucking video alone. But I wholeheartedly believe her story. I believe who she is. I believe she was done very dirty, and I believe she has a very special purpose. She is definitely a survivor of narcissistic abuse. She was surrounded by narcs, from her family onto the baby daddy, onto, and y'all know what that feels like, to be outnumbered and people that make you out to be crazy and dirty. But we don't tolerate that here in this community. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and we're gonna get into this interview, and y'all show her love and support. And I hope she uses this to blow herself up, because I feel like God is using her to help other people. All right, so here we go, baby. Tell them who you are.
Hi, my name is Takara. Takara is my real name. My last name is Odom, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I am 32 years old. And what else y'all want to know about me?
Takara Odom, her baby father, I won't say who he is, I'll let her say it. But like most rappers in this game, if not all of them, they are narcissistic sociopaths, and her story is one of courage, and it needs to get out there. And we're not afraid of nothing over here, because at the end of the day, God has the final say so. So tell them who your baby father is.
My son's father is Robert Reed Meek Williams, aka Meek Mill the rapper.
Meek Mill is her baby father. Now tell them, how many sons he has.
Altogether, he has 3. My son is his oldest, and he has Papi Chulo, and I think he has the new baby, Caesar,
which is Milano has the youngest baby. Now his second boy is
Papi.
And Meek, for those of you who don't know, has a third son, his oldest son, which is your son. Mm-hmm. His name is Evan. Tell everyone how you and Meek conceived your son. How did that come about?
I met him at a party when I was 15 years old. Back in the day, we used to have like juking parties, and it was him and his cousin O'Milly. He befriended me, acted like, he was digging me, but really it was something more sinister. And I just remember that night of me and him kicking it, and then I just remember passing out. Like, I don't really remember too much, but I remember something happening to me because I felt pressure inside of me. And then a couple months later, they said I was pregnant. So you guys do the math. If somebody do something to you at a party you don't remember it, and it wasn't consensual, it's called rape.
Non-consensual sex, and she woke up feeling sore afterwards. So your pregnancy, was he there for your pregnancy? Tell us about that. Hold the mic up a little bit closer to you.
Absolutely not. He was nowhere to be found. Once he got me pregnant, he was gone. I never seen him again. He never tried to reach out to me. No, he never cared.
And how did his mother and his family treat you? Did they know about the pregnancy?
They knew about the baby, but they didn't care about me either. They felt like since I was already a ward of the system and my family didn't love me, why should they love me? And why should they love this baby? They didn't ask for this, and they didn't want me a part of their family. So they never cared about me or their niece or nephew, grandchild.
So how did Meek learn that you was pregnant? Did he see his son after you gave birth?
No, he didn't. He never came. Only thing he did was send his homies, like different people from his camp, like, you know, his friends. So everything that he did was through other people. He never came himself to.
Sounds like flying monkeys to me. Y'all know what that sounds like.
He never dealt with me himself. He always used other people to do his dirty work. He never dealt with me himself. We never had like a one-on-one, just me and him, and we talked. He never wanted that with me. He always wanted to make fun of me and laugh at me, and I was just a joke of his songs and rap, and just everything that he did in life was wrapped around hurting me.
Now, a lot of rappers do this. They subliminally diss their baby mamas. Future is good for doing this. He subliminally throws disses at Ciara. So you definitely know Meek throws subliminals at you in his music.
Yes, all the time. I think he did that song with Terry Lane, Lit It Again, and he had a verse in there, and he was talking about, I'm raping this paper. I ain't used to having this paper. I buried the money. She rich and Mariah. I think he was talking about Nicki and that. But y'all get it. If y'all want to look up the latest called Lit It Again. And he just talks about different things. It's not just that song. It's other songs too. But if you pay attention to the music and the words, it tells a story and what they have done and what they do to people. Just like
Narcs always tell on themselves if you pay attention.
Like if you ever listen to King Von and how he's a great storyteller, and he talks about how he killed these people and got away with the murder. It's the same thing with the raps. They talk about what they do. Because
they tell on themselves. Listen to Drake. Drake talks about all his exes. So they do.
They just feel like they haven't got caught, or no one is taking them serious to do anything about it. So they feel like they got away with it. But God sees all things.
Yes.
So
tell us, at what age did he meet your son? Like, how old is your son right now?
He's 16. He just turned 16.
Okay, Meek Mill's oldest son is 16. So what is his relationship like with your son? Did he ever meet your son?
Never.
So he knows he has a son, but he has no relationship with him.
He doesn't want anything with him. For some strange reason, he wants my son and us to suffer. I don't know why. He just has it out that he doesn't want us to have a good life. He doesn't want his son to know him or his other children. He wants us to like disappear. It's just like he can just pay his way out of this.
And for the record, a DNA test was done, correct?
They did one a long time ago.
Where was the DNA done?
Here, in my hometown, Chicago.
Okay.
But I'm open to do another one. I just don't have custody of my son. And they used that against me because they terminated my rights for a false allegation they put on me for no reason. They never could prove that I did anything to my son, but they took him away from me and I never got him back. And
we know in this community, if you come from a narcissistic family, they will work together to take your children away. They will help your abuser. So this is what happened to her. Her family teamed up with her abuser to take her son away from her.
Because they didn't want me to have, they just didn't want me to have a normal life. They felt like I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to have my son. I don't deserve to have happiness. They just feel that I deserve whatever they put out there on me. They put a false allegation on me. They put me on this registration list for 5 years with sex offenders and people that beat children. That really fucked me up. Excuse my French. It really messed me up because a lot of people didn't give me opportunities. They didn't even want me around children. I couldn't do anything around children or people because they could just look me up and I pop up on this registration list.
So they sabotaged everything.
At a young age. They did this to me it started at 16.
16 years old. Her family and
the system as Meek.
And Meek, they all teamed up and ganged up on her at 16 years old.
So I never had a chance to be anything. I always have to fight for everything, just to fight for my character, my image, just who I am as a person. I never had it smooth. I never had to be like the Milano or the other baby mom where they didn't get bullied, they didn't get raped, they didn't have to deal with bullshit like I had to deal with. Their family and friends were there for them and they wanted the best for them. My family didn't want that. And you'll think maybe Milano or maybe somebody will have some dignity and say, you know what, I don't want to do this to this girl. She already been through a lot of shit. Why continue to harm her and bring more harm her way? But
this is the perfect segue. This is the perfect segue. We're going to talk about the toxic baby mother. So it's obvious that Meek Mill has 2 other baby mothers. And in my opinion, listening to Takara's story, both baby mamas are narcissists.
Yes.
And ladies, we know how these narcissistic, toxic baby mamas get down. They're competitive.
Very.
They will assist the baby daddy with tearing down other women and other baby mamas. So why don't you tell us what Milano and his other baby mama have been doing to you?
Well, since Milano got this popular brand and she's rich and she has money and clout and all, everybody looks up to her. So she feels that since she has this popular brand, no one will see the evil things that she does. You can hide behind your brand titles and still do evil to others. And I just remember her coming to my home city acting like she wanted to help me start a brand and just be like empower women, but really it was just to get information to report back, like flying monkeys, like you always say in your videos.
So Milano and his other baby mama are flying monkeys. You know, we know these narcissistic men love to trap women with pregnancy.
But she wanted the baby by him because,
well, of course, because she's a narc.
She want that control over him. Don't you want to see your baby? Don't you want this? He never wanted that, but she wanted it.
And for all us baby mamas that are not with the program, we will not sleep with the baby daddy, and we will not comply. We get punished the most. So if he has other baby mamas who are toxic, he will use those baby mamas to tag team up and come against the one baby mama who will not tolerate him. So that's what happened with you.
Because I never slept with him. I haven't dealt with him ever since he got me pregnant, basically.
Yeah. So shame on Milano. And what's the second baby mother's name?
Fade 87.
Fade. So, ladies, shame on you.
But they're from Philly, so they get a lot of support. You know, they have a big fan base.
Tag teaming up against, and you don't want to be nothing like them.
I don't want to be nothing.
She don't want to be rich. She's not competing with y'all.
I want them to continue to have their success and rich, since they fought.
Wish them the best.
They fought so hard to be acknowledged by doing evil things. To be acknowledged, I'll give them what they're looking for, but God doesn't bless a woman over broken tears. Like you always say, a broken home is built on unstable sand quick. So
a house that's built on someone else's tears and heartache will never stand, honey.
And that's probably why they're unhappy too, because they felt like all the things that they did to me, they still have not got him to marry neither one of them.
He didn't marry neither one of y'all, okay? You got a baby. There's nothing to be proud of being a baby mama.
And you get a child support. You get
a check. You get a bag.
But
okay?
What they bully me is because I don't get a check and I don't get any support and I don't have a brand and I don't have what they have. I don't have the love.
She don't want to be like y'all. She's not competing. She doesn't want to be like y'all. This is why women cannot stay unified, because we let these fucking bum ass niggas separate us.
Or make us
and
turn
put us,
against
they
each other.
Put women against each other. Y'all need to wake up. Stop bullying this woman. Stop stalking. I know you stalk my page and watch everything she posts. Y'all are not right. She doesn't want to be like y'all. She doesn't want your money. She doesn't want your... She's a beautiful young woman. She's trying to establish her own thing.
I just want to help other women of rape and abuse, and I just want to make awareness that it should be some type of law out here that just because you have money and a status, like a status, that you still can't get away with doing crimes. He committed a crime towards me, and he used his power and money to silence me. And then he got minions. He got the Milano. He got the baby moms. He got all these.
This is what we call narcissistic abuse. She is a victim and survivor of narcissistic abuse. What Meek Mill did to her is narcissistic abuse, and his baby mamas are assisting him. His family, people around him,
they all helping him. They just don't want to see me prosper. They want to see me.
She's not in the industry. She's not looking for a come up. She's had everyone gang up on her, discredit her. It's a horrible position to be in.
They've been talking about me for the last 32 years, and I'm only 32, but the shit that I've been going through is longer than them. My baby is older than both of those women, and I've been going through hell way before they even was thought about. But they get more clout because this is what the world give them. They don't pay me no attention. I'm overlooked. But me being with Spiritual Whistleblower, I thank her for allowing me to express myself and talk about my abuse, because it's helped me every day to try to not give up, because I have my days where I do want to give up. Some days I have my days where I don't want to be here. Like, I could think about committing suicide sometimes. I don't want to talk about that, because I just feel like nobody cares about me anyway.
Gang stalking is real, and it causes depression, and this woman is not crazy. I got to wrap this up because Instagram gives me a time limit, but thank you for sharing your story, and we may do a part 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And I thank you for giving me
This community
your time.
needs to get behind her. You guys, love you. Spiritual whistleblower, take care.
Bye.